We're Not Famous podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Sam Fuhrer and
Jernavis Draugn.
And this is our first ever episode 1 of the We're Not Famous podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Beautiful. Well, today our conversation, or this episode, will be focusing on the top 5 all-time movie genres. So we're going to be discussing everything from romance to action to suspense, right? And also comedies, which is everyone's favorite.
Yeah, we're both movie guys, so we felt like this would be a good first episode. Just talk about our favorite movies. I take my movie recommendations, my movie picks extremely seriously. So I put a lot of thought into this. So anyway, without further ado,
let's rock and roll.
Wait.
So Sam,
talk to me.
Sam will start off. He believes he's a novice in the movie arena. So
no, I don't think I'm a novice. I think I'm an expert.
Oh, I apologize. An expert.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play tennis with this. We're gonna go back and forth. The first genre he's gonna go over. He's gonna give me his top 5 action. You want to start with action first?
Wait. I need to give you 5 of each category?
He said he's an expert now.
Oh man.
So the goal here,
yeah.
Our whole focus is to go over and give our top 5 or top 3. You give me your top 3, then I give you my top 3 to 5 in these different genres for movies.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask you first.
Love it. Let's go.
What's your top action movie?
My top 5 action movies of all time.
Yeah.
Sam, I am.
Talk to me.
Number 1, The Matrix.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Yeah.
The Rock. Ooh, with Nicolas Cage. Classic.
Uh-huh.
You might need to watch it if you haven't seen it.
I've never seen The Rock.
Okay.
But I might put a Nicolas Cage movie in my... Okay, keep going.
Okay, keep going. Number 3.
Yeah.
Taken by Liam
Neeson.
Nelson.
Liam Neeson and Taken. Yeah. Okay. Nothing
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4, baby.
Come on, Sam.
Yeah, I'm here.
Kill Bill.
Tarantino. Yeah.
Okay?
Great, yeah.
And then this is for all my martial arts. I have a tie for 5. Number 5 would be Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
And I have a tie for The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight Batman movie.
I love it. Classic.
I love that Batman. My favorite Batman movie, though, is Robert Pattinson's Batman movie. The one that came out in 2019. I thought that was cool with the Riddler. But I did like The Dark Knight when it came out. I think I was like a junior in high school, and that was a great summer. The summer The Dark Knight came out. All right, I'm gonna critique your list. I think you're like a basic bitch.
Okay. I love it.
I mean, The Matrix, okay. You ask anyone on the street, they're going to say The Matrix. The Matrix is classic, though. It makes you think about the world in a different way.
Fair?
Yeah. You start to realize you have, you've got choices in life that can help you escape a normal life, or that, which I think it wakes you up, The Matrix, if in your entry level movie experience.
Action-wise, though.
Yeah. No,
What's comparable?
the action's cool. But see, okay. I'm more like, even in an action movie, I care more about the story than the action. So like, I'm the movies I'm gonna say, I think the stories are amazing, and there happens to be action in the movies.
So how can we define that as action, though? That's the whole concept of this genre, is action. That means killing, that means shooting, that means
there's a lot of
blood.
that. There's a lot of that in these movies.
Fair enough. Let's start with your list.
Okay. So my favorite action movie is kind of a trippy movie. And I call it action because there's a ton of action in it, and it's this movie Frequency, which it kind of went under the radar when it came out.
It's a suspense movie.
It came out and like, you think that's a suspense movie?
It's the one where
Jim Caviezel and Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of explosions.
There is.
It's Oh wow, it doesn't even count as an action movie.
I don't want to.
Okay, then all right.
You guys let us know. Do you feel that isn't an action movie?
Do you think Frequency
Leave a comment,
is an
please.
action movie? Then all right. Then I'm gonna go with an older movie from the late '70s called Sorcerer.
Oh, I remember
William
that.
Friedkin.
They say adventure.
That's an adventure movie. That is an adventure movie. There's action in it.
Oh, for two.
All right.
Give me number 3. Come on.
I put Spy Games on there with Brad Pitt and Robert Redford.
Now
that's an action.
That's an action movie.
Where they're these CIA agents. In where are they? I think they're in Baghdad. Or they rescued Brad Pitt from China. And then he's, they're like old school CIA agents, old school feds, and that's an action movie.
Sam, can you name one movie that is defined as action that has blood in it? Because you name no movies that have blood in it. Rated R. Can we stay in the rated R?
I was gonna go with classic Mission Impossible.
Classic. That's on my list.
When I'm in the theater and I can't wait to see the new one, I haven't seen it. We should see the new one and do an episode on it.
Great idea.
Stay tuned.
Mission Impossible's on mine. Matter of fact, I chose Fallout. I thought that was phenomenal.
Oh, with my boy Walton Goggins.
Yep.
I didn't actually. I turned it on for a little bit. I fell asleep, but not because it's a bad movie, just because it was like late at night. I should watch Fallout.
Have you seen Bourne Identity with Matt Damon?
Of course, man. Come
Classic.
on. Love the Bourne. I love the Bourne movies.
What's your view on Die Hard? Some people say that's the number 1 action movie of all time with Bruce Willis.
Oh, you know what? First of all, of course I love Die Hard. Come on. And you can't be a movie fan and not like Die Hard. When it's Christmas time comes around, you turn Die Hard on. It's Die. But there's this other Christmas movie with Samuel L. Jackson that's like the greatest action movie. Where there's like the woman, she's an undercover fed
with the daughter,
and she doesn't remember that she is. Now she's like remembering. What is the name of that movie? Hold on, this is why ChatGPT was made.
I used to have that on DVD.
You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely, I'm looking it up right now.
What is the Christmas action movie starring Samuel L. Jackson with a female CIA agent who forgot she was that?
I'm gonna find it before. Watch me. I'm gonna find it before.
Will you? Because I literally already have it. But let's see if you find it. It's called The Long Kiss Goodnight. If you take nothing from this conversation, go watch The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Classic. It's a classic for sure.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Let me give you one more. What about John Wick? Some people say it's up there.
Yeah. I mean, it's up there. I mean, look, this is not my cup of tea. I don't. First of all, I don't love the genre action. I don't love that unless it's like. But here's the thing: I don't love it. But when I see a good one, nothing can like get your adrenals up, get you motivated, inspired. You want to go create something. You want to go do something with your life. Like a good action movie can do that. But oftentimes, like an action movie can just be a giant rumbling headache if you see the wrong one. For me, at least.
Are you a fan of James Bond?
I am a James Bond fan. I mean, I prefer the older ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say Casino
Royale. That's like my favorite movie to watch on a plane.
Okay.
Casino Royale.
One more, and we're gonna move on to the next genre.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 is ranked up there.
I should. I could have put the Terminator movie. Look, RoboCop, also an awesome action movie.
A good storyline. For action.
Yeah. Like that. Like to me, that's an interesting movie. That's like a sci-fi, like make you really think about where the world's going, the dangers of AI, and all that. Yeah, I'm a big RoboCop guy, and I'm also a Terminator guy because that's a cool story. Yeah.
Terminator. Okay, let's move forward. Suspense. Now this is my genre. Thriller and suspense is my genre.
Same here.
Oh, it's when you're okay. So let's start off with yours. You want to start with yours first?
I'll go first. Well, I just talked for like a long time about my movie. So
okay.
Let's go back.
I'm going to name my top 5.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Number 1.
Okay.
Might be one of the best movies of all time. 7.
With Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
Phenomenal.
It's a cool movie. Very cool movie.
Deep twist.
Yeah.
Number 2. Memento.
Memento, Guy Pearce, Darren Aronofsky movie.
Come on.
Yeah, where he loses his short-term memory, which is a crazy. I used to work with a kid who had no short-term memory.
Did you?
And it's a tragic story. An amazing kid. I'll tell the story one day. But he actually had a brain surgery that removed part of his short-term memory. Because he was getting a tumor removed, and the doctor, it's a very delicate, difficult surgery to do, and there's a mess up there, and he lost his ability to form short-term memories. And this was right out of college, and I was basically like an aide to him who helped him remember things.
Wow.
Like make sure he didn't order twice at a restaurant. Like it was crazy.
So you were like his aide? You just mirrored him, or?
Yeah, like I was more or less like a big brother shadowing him. And his personality was still there. Like he was still like an extremely cool kid. But yeah, I mean it's a long, in-depth story. But yeah, he was kind of a Memento case in a way.
Classic movie though. Yeah. Classic movie. Number 3, Sixth Sense. Classic. Bruce Willis. Yeah. When I seen it, that was one of the few movies that I did not remember. I really didn't have like an idea the twist at the end. That they were. Yeah,
I still get chills thinking about the first time. I mean, I saw that movie maybe 20 years ago, maybe more. I don't know, but yeah.
Movie. Here's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I didn't realize you were such a movie guy. It's impressing you.
I'm not a show. I don't watch TV.
Every day.
Silence of the Lambs. Anthony Hopkins. Classic. Number 1.
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Of course.
Okay, just make sure.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, absolutely. And then last, Shutter Island. With Leonardo?
Martin Scorsese movie. Yeah. Shutter Island.
Classic movie.
Yeah. It's a classic movie.
Top that.
All right. I mean, my favorite suspense movie was a movie that I was trying to watch for a long time. Same director as Sorcerer, William Friedkin, is To Live or Die in L.A., starring William Dafoe, which is like
To Live and Die in L.A.
It's like the greatest crime movie of all time.
Is this suspense? Is it considered suspense?
It's a suspense movie. It is.
I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it.
You have to watch it. Okay. You have to watch To Live or Die in L.A. We should do.
Tupac has a famous song.
We could do a whole episode on To Live or Die in L.A.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure you watch it. We're gonna talk about it. Then if you see the 2 movies behind me, which are hanging up in my condo down here, these are my 2 favorite suspense movies.
Never seen
David Lynch, my favorite director, Mulholland Drive, which is about the dream of living in LA, and kind of like how the dream can go wrong, how it lures you in, how the city of Los Angeles lures you in to go pursue your passion, and it draws in these amazing people, but then what's really happening under the hood, and what's really happening in LA, or at least in David Lynch's mind. And then Lost Highway.
Is that LA too?
It's another suspense movie about Los Angeles and the desert, and it's these are long conversations to have about both those movies, but they are suspenseful. They're terrifying.
What is it about LA? That's 3 movies you named.
All about LA. Well,
I mean, that's
deep. LA is the kind of place where it kind of feels like this. Like this nuclear explosive energy. Like anything could happen at any time. When you're there, you kind of feel like there's a lot of crime going on that you might not be privy to. There's a lot of interesting people there. Like you wonder what their backstory is, where they come from, who they are. You wonder there's amazing history there. A lot of people died to build the city. Okay. Like you see a movie like Chinatown. Did you ever see Chinatown? With Jack Nicholson. Like that also tells a story about like what went under the hood, like how they brought water to LA, all the corruption.
Can you name one movie that is suspense, not about LA?
Yeah, I mean,
come on. That I have named.
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot right now.
One, come on, give me one suspense movie that's not about Los Angeles.
I'm trying to think of
thriller. Just
See, I had to write these down to come in. You know, my short-term memory frequency isn't firing right now.
No problem. Let's keep moving.
Let's
keep moving. Let's move on now to romance. Top 5 romantic movies of all time. You want me to start or you want to start?
It's up to you.
Okay. I'm going to jump in with number 1.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah.
And I'm not the most romantic.
Yeah. You're a romantic guy. Don't lie. Don't lie to us. You are a romantic guy.
I'm becoming a more romantic guy.
Yeah.
Let's say that. I would say Serendipity with John Cusack. Classic. If you've never seen that.
Serendipity is a great
never
movie.
seen that.
Serendipity is a great movie because that's about New York, and that kind of shows you the possibilities and the people that you meet.
Absolutely.
And why it's worth pursuing. Why it's worth pursuing them. Yeah.
Number 2. Love and Basketball.
You would like that movie.
Classic
you
movie.
Would like that movie.
Please, if you've never seen it, classic movie. Number 2. Number 3.
Movie.
50 First Dates. Classic.
Adam Sandler. Yeah.
It teaches you about unconditional love.
Oh,
come on.
Deep. Sure.
Number 4. Pretty Woman. Julia Roberts.
Richard Gere. Classic.
And last but not least, The Notebook, which might be number 1 for predominantly humans walking the earth. Might be their number 1 movie.
You like The Notebook, Jernavis? Wow.
I do. Very long, but the whole sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, great movie for sure.
Right. So I want to say, okay.
Talk to me.
Good list. So my favorite romance movies. I'm gonna give a shout out to a romance movie that just came out a few weeks ago. It's actually playing right now in theaters, which I thought was one of my favorite rom-coms I'd ever seen. Definitely favorite in the last 10 years. And that is a movie called The Code, which I think you should go see it. It's about the pandemic.
Haven't seen it.
It's a movie about. It's a movie that takes place with this actress Dasha Nekrasova, and I don't know the guy's name, but he's a good-looking, tall guy, long hair, and it happens during COVID. And I don't like when you hear about a COVID movie, it might sound a little bit lame but they're basically. She wants to set out to make a documentary about the pandemic. And she's like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Like, we want to record every little bit of it.
Well, that's not telling the movies,
But no, I'm just setting up the premise. But what she really winds up doing is she winds up making a movie about him. About her man. But the man, he's recently been through like a cancellation. Like he's been canceled publicly. He's like a public figure. So he's really skeptical of her filming him because she thinks she's gonna try to do something, because you know how relationships are, like you're great until you're not great. So he thinks she might be using this as blackmail. So then he starts filming her and starts setting up hidden cameras all over their place where
so
they're
he's scarred.
Yeah.
Some insecurities here.
But then, as the movie goes on, there's other romances that take place. There's a wedding, there's two people meet, and within 24 hours they get married. But anyway, they wind up rekindling and refinding their love and their spark through a whole complex, of filming each other, falling back in love, learning about each other, going into each other's minds. It's a phenomenal movie. I recommend you go watch The Code.
Well, everyone, we now know what the movie is about. We know the ending of it. Thank you, Sam. We don't really need to go see the movie anymore.
No.
But
You
it
still
sounds like
see
a phenomenal movie.
You still should go see the movie.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Another movie I love is Blue Valentine.
Never seen it?
Oh, you gotta see Blue Valentine.
Okay.
With Michelle Williams and Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
And it's about relationships and how they start off when you idealize each other. Mm-hmm. And then maybe one of the person's career starts taking off, one person's doesn't, and now you're in two different places. Mm-hmm. And maybe this person isn't who you thought you were getting so close and intimate with. Mm-hmm. And then how do you work out from there? Okay. What really holds the relationship together. It's a fascinating movie.
Okay.
Another movie I love, Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down.
Never seen it.
Starring, who was in there? What's the guy's name?
Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down.
Javier Bardem. One of these guys. I don't know. I had a late night last night.
Great.
But it's about a guy who becomes obsessed with a porn star. He's
What?
just becomes obsessed with this pornographic actress.
Okay.
He hunts her down, finds her on a movie set, gang stalks her, and then he kidnaps her.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio
is
Banderas.
Ricky,
Yeah.
Okay.
He winds up kidnapping his love interest,
Victoria Abreu.
tying her up in his room.
Mm-hmm.
And over the course of the movie, they wind up falling in love. It's a fascinating, phenomenal movie.
Came out in 1989. Comedy/romance. Only 1 hour.
Yeah. It's a short movie. You
Wow.
get through it. It's incredible. I would actually like to remake that movie.
Okay.
And then my other favorite movie, True Romance.
Okay.
Which is
that.
the ultimate love story.
Interesting.
The ultimate
movie.
love story.
Very,
Yeah.
for sure. Interesting.
Okay.
All right. So now we're gonna move on.
Moving on.
The top 5 all-time comedy.
Woo, babies.
I'm not a huge fan of comedy movies.
No.
But there's 5 that stand out.
Okay.
Number 1, Meet the Parents. Ben Stiller. Classic movie.
I laughed just
Classic
thinking about that
movies.
movie. Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, Wedding Crashers. I've been
Who do you relate with more in Wedding Crashers? Owen Wilson or Vince Vaughn?
Vince.
You relate with Vince?
I think Vince.
Yeah.
Vince was more. I feel like he was more like thoughtful, but wild, strategic in how you want to go about it.
Yeah, I know you're a Vince. You're a
Right,
Vince.
would you
I
say
think I'm a
Vince?
Vince too.
Yeah.
I think I'm a Vince too.
No, you're not.
Maybe I'm damn an Owen. I think I'm an Owen Wilson.
You're for sure. I'm over Vince. Not even a question. That was cute, but nah, you're not even remotely into that.
Oh man.
But I could see us.
We could run that game. We could
recreate.
go be
We
Wedding
could
Crashers.
recreate.
We like in real life. Oh, maybe we should rent the movie and we should both star in it.
All right, let's keep going. Next would be Happy Gilmore, which is classic to me.
You're a big Adam Sandler guy.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Lebowski. Have you seen that with Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, of course I've seen it. That's the Coen Brothers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic movie. And
Yeah.
then final will be Dumb and Dumber. It was corny, but it was funny to me, and I haven't seen anything like that during that time.
Yeah.
It was, and Jim Carrey's come on.
Come on. Yeah.
Classic.
The two of them. Yeah. All right. Classic list.
Okay, let's go. Let's see what this.
So my comedy movies, I'm gonna go with number 1 was the first movie that kind of woke me up to like how funny movies could be and how relatable they could be and how how I want my life to kind of be like a movie and a cinematic movie, and that was Road Trip. It came out when I was in 3rd grade. It was one of the first rated R movies I've ever seen. And I remember just having hyperventilating laugh attacks at Tom Green.
Road Trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another movie that I saw when I was in high school was Walk Hard.
Never seen it.
The Dewey Cox story, which is a genre movie that makes fun of all the rock movies, like, Walk the Line, The Doors, like all those like really intense music biopics.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spoof on that.
Okay.
Which just, I saw it with my dad when it came out. My dad and my brother, we were like drunk when we left the theater. We were laughing so hard.
Wow.
I think I saw it 3 other times after that.
Okay.
Then I want to give a shout out to my girl Lena Dunham for her movie Tiny Furniture,
Never seen it.
which came out in like 2010 after my freshman year of college, and that was also extremely relatable to me. It's about a girl who just graduates from college and then she moves temporarily back in with her mom, and she's trying to make a life for herself in New York City, and it's hilarious and sad and heartbreaking, but just it's a comedy and really funny movie. And then I'm gonna go with The Naked Gun, which
flat now.
which I think
Classic.
is just like the foundation of
Yeah.
funny movies.
He also played in what else? Who's the cop?
Airplane, I think.
Airplane, and what about the Police Academy?
Oh, yeah, I've never actually seen the Police Academy.
Yeah, he plays in that also.
Yeah.
Classic.
And then I'm gonna go with Zoolander because that was another one of the one of the first.
Is that Ben Stiller?
Ben Stiller and
Ben
Owen
Stiller.
Wilson. Yeah.
Classic for sure.
Yeah.
Did we go through all of them?
That's it, man. That's it.
Well, listen. Leave your feedback. Let us know what you think. If you even consider these as your top, and we'll see you in the next episode.
That's it. Checking out.